Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Hector episode 3. Let's continue the game. So we need to give this hot cup of coffee over to the guy that we sobered up in the first episode, and it's not actually coffee, it's whiskey, and we're gonna have him break his sobriety. Really, Lambert?
Hey, wait a minute. Where'd you get your shirt and tie?
Oh, I have several stashed in different hidey holes about town. You know, just in case I get blood or pee on them or something. There was one just behind the bush over there.
Do you realise how many times during this case that information would have saved me hours of headache?
Oh, with all due respect.
Don't finish that sentence.
So Lambert is in clothing, but that doesn't really help us at all because look, if we try to talk to him and have him talk to him, it's gonna fail.
Now goes the public relations.
Oh, great. I've got 12 new followers on Twitter in the past hour.
Well, too bad they'll all be dead soon.
Not all of them. One was from out of town.
It's been a long day. Why don't you take the afternoon off? Sure, why not? See, and Lambert again is just acting as our hint system, our secondary hint system, on top of our regular hint system, which seems redundant.
It's been a long day. Why don't you take the afternoon off?
Oh, well, boss. Thanks. Oh, wait. If I leave, who'll be in charge of the colouring in pages? I'd better stick around.
That's some skewed dedication to duty you've got. Don't let me distract you any longer.
Thanks, boss. I've got to keep alert.
So we'll walk this way now. I imagine we'll get this illegal weaponry in a second. Now, the hot cup of whiskey to the sober guy.
If there's one thing I hate more than alcoholics, it's flaming recovering alcoholics. This is it. One steaming hot coffee for my mate Timbly Boo. Ah, fresh and hot. You know, Hector, I never could thank you enough for turning me on to coffee. I've joined a church. I collect for charity on weekends and make my own soup for the homeless on Sundays. I'm a better man today, all thanks to you. Ah, Hector, I can't say it enough. You're a true saint. That'll teach you, quitter.
Let's look at his toes.
Welcome back to the gutter, sunshine. You look more yourself already.
And take his
I
clothes.
can't wait to get my arse covered. You feel oddly vulnerable with your buns in the window.
I can't wait for him to do it too. Oh, right in front of the kid.
Ah, that's better. Since I got here, I felt like every pervert in the place was homing in on me Khyber Pass. That's the trampy Tim I know and love.
Let's go and take the
I
face
don't get it.
points.
What's the point of painting kids? They still leak everywhere.
Could we paint the Union flag?
Now you're just being stupid. It's like a little bit of national pride in my pocket.
Let's go back to the police booth now and see if we can get the weapons and talk to the boss. Funnel.
Oh, great, you brought the weapons cache. Hand it over. I beg your pardon. These are for the community display. It's a collection of things we don't use in everyday police work. Allegedly. Public eye, all that.
Alright, let's talk to Meeks then.
Sir, the people of Clappers Wreake are in grave danger. What? Preposterous. I'm the chief of police. I outrank you. Surely if there were any danger, I would have known about it first.
This is the same response. So let's go with this one.
How's this for duds? May I address you now? Ah, now that's the Hector I know. Now, what was it you were on about before? At the risk of sounding redundant, this festival is in grave danger. Oh, nonsense, my boy. The only danger we're in is the danger of having too much fun. I think I might even treat myself to some fairy floss. Interested? I couldn't be less interested, even if you had just asked me to nail my chopper to a burning warehouse.
So you'll do nothing to help this community.
So you'll do nothing to help this community? Ha! What do you think I'm doing right now? I won't be answering that out loud.
So we're full circle there.
Some sort of infectious
I
toxin
guess
is
we'll go through
brewing
this
at this
again.
very event. Toxin? Don't be daft. The only illness this town has is
Yeah, it's the
death,
same
fever.
response.
The town is positively virulent.
I really don't like this in point-click
infectious
adventures
with general
games.
tomfoolery and
I'd rather
about.
you just run out
I
of
was
conversations
skinny as a
in the game.
schoolboy.
I'd rather
was useful enough
it
fist fight.
be an instance where
Yeesh,
you
talking to is
would
about
just
as
have
useful as a
nothing
cucumber
to
in the
say at
nunnery.
all, and in the entire game. Thinking of something like Skyrim, how huge that game is, and how many different conversations you can have with people. Almost all those
Like a bee,
conversations.
see? Trappy tin's so much better value when he's minced.
Here's a girl getting painted tub of gold paint. It's funny, the girl's just sitting there not running away, but okay. Yeah, thinking about something as big as Skyrim, I was saying the idea of just slowly getting rid of those things
Always manages to help.
after you've already had a conversation, or shadowing it out or striking a line through it. I mean, I don't really object to the idea that maybe some players would need to remind themselves, but it's a matter of scale, because like in this game, once you've had the conversation once, if you're paying any attention at all, you don't need to see it a second time.
Nah, can't be asked.
Alright. Let's look at the paints.
Seldom has so much been so wrecked by one old alky.
Let's look at him.
Another decent, caring human being ruined for my sartorial necessity. Ha, worth it every time.
Let's talk to him.
Oi, Trampy, enjoy your coffee, did ya? Ach, didn't talk about that. I'm a floating butterfly you can burst out from the cocoon of feckin' sobriety. Ah, get your faces painted here, kiddies. I'll take that as a yes.
So no conversation really there.
Christmas Humphreys. Now that's the kind of face painting you'd expect in Clappers Wreake. Go to the police tent, kiddie. Superintendent Meeks will take care of ya. Be sure and give him a big hug first, like he's your granddad.
Is that what we're
Why,
supposed to
you
do?
Idiot.
Gold paint.
I can't combine those things.
Interesting.
Looking sharp, feeling reasonable. Let's crash this party.
Well, I guess I hopefully can get a little bit further over here now.
Right, shirt, tie, trousers, shoes. Now, how'd you like to be a real crime fighter for a day? There's an imminent terrorist threat here at Clapfest. Yes, I'm speaking to you, the guard. Now, the man we're looking for. What about the door? I need you to... Are you even hearing what I'm saying to you, Coco? Biochemical bomb? Terrorist threat? End of Clappers Wreake as we know it? Private security for you. Must have surgically removed his brain and transplanted them into his arms.
Alright, so what do we have to click on here? We have the bouncer, we have the door, we have this ugly fella. What is going on here? I don't know. We have the info booth, envelopes, and do we have anything else? Stage. Alright. So I imagine everything will get triggered by the audio speakers later on. Let's look at the stage door.
Stuck standing out front of the stage door. This must be what an unattractive groupie feels like.
Now what I'm noticing here is there's not really any items, so let's just look at this guy and talk to him.
Crikey, Marky on and up now, crikey. I don't even know what this means. I have seen some things in my time. Horrific scenes of human degradation, ghastly photographic evidence of shockingly horrendous beatings, killings and maimings. I've seen a man in crotchless toreador trousers eating a tuna and sweet corn sandwich while sodomising a city bus. But nothing before now could have prepared for the sight of your horrible coupon.
And I'm not even trying to impress you. Feast your lovely equal-sized eyes on my festival of misshapen features.
God,
So-
Benny, you can pickle eggs with that face.
Is this a, like, ugly contest that he's entering? Let's talk to him.
You have clearly made peace with the fact that God gave you a horrific excremental visage. But your uncanny resemblance to a turd is not helped by wearing a toilet seat around your neck.
How dare you? It's not a toilet seat, you palatable looking oaf. It is a horse collar.
Well, insult formally withdrawn then.
So no conversation there.
Celebrating the glory of Clappers Wreake is like throwing a fancy dress party at the sewage treatment plant.
And look at the stage.
I can't imagine anything beyond this point that requires one to be appropriately dressed.
Let's look at the info lady.
Nice to see a lady of this vintage contributing to society rather than being the usual burden.
Let's talk to her.
Good day, handsome. Would you like to make a donation to the Clappers Wreake Preservation Society?
Let's go with this one.
You do realise I could lock you away till the end of your short life for helping to fund terrorism, madam?
Very funny, pet. Am I on the television? Is that nice man, Ashley Kutcher, here?
Ashton Kutcher.
Are you a member of the Clappers Wreake Preservation Society?
Heavens, no. I don't even know what they do. I just take the occasional bit of volunteer work. Gets me out of the house. Why, just last week I was recruiting for a nice fellow named Al-Qaeda.
Al-Qaeda. Terrorist organization.
Are you aware of the forthcoming terrorist threat at this very festival?
Terrorist? Sorry, dearie. I'm not down with the kids' mumbo-jumbo. What's a terrorist?
Someone who erodes the core of our way of life.
Oh, like that Richard Madeley fellow. Never liked the cut of his jib.
I don't know who
Not
Richard
exactly,
Madeley
no.
is. I might be too British for me.
How can I warn everyone here of their impending doom?
You'll probably need to use the PA system, but you'd need to get on stage for that.
Excellent.
Okay.
Oh, but I'm sorry, pet. You're not nearly ugly enough.
Really?
What does my Nick Chase have to do with anything?
Well, the only people allowed on stage are qualifiers for Strictly Come Gurning.
What's gurning? Good question.
What's gurning?
Allow me. Gurning is all about mastery of the art of facial manipulation. Like so. Oh.
Oh, God.
To enter the contest, you must frame your disfigured, horrible face with a braffin.
I was wondering why you had a toilet seat around your neck.
It's a braffin! A braffin, you uncultured, gorgeous sunbeam with eyes not very far apart. Braffin!
He's very sensitive about the braffin.
Who are you calling not ugly?
Real gurners have the ability to make you projectile vomit at the mere sight of them. Like Barnard here.
Tell me, fresh-faced little Daisy, Do the children, they run from you, yes?
Some, most really.
And the ladies, do their screams of repulsion give you goosebumps upon your misshapen brow ridge? Well, you are no Gurner. Never. Begone! Your average-looking face is making me feel feared. I must prepare.
You'd better go. You're putting him off his game.
He's put me off me lunch, and that's saying something. I'd like to enter the gurning contest.
Oh, very funny. Now, how can I help?
Madam, I appreciate that your advanced years are playing havoc with your cognitive capacities, but I understand that you are taking entries for the gurning contest.
And I appreciate that. While you seem like too busy a man to even pause in front of a mirror, this contest is open to extremely ugly people only, and you do not qualify.
I do. Wait. Yes, thank you. What? This is a battle I never thought I'd find myself in. So, is Strictly Come Gurning the only way to get on stage?
Yes, only qualifying contestants will be allowed. And you, my dear, are nowhere near ugly enough to stand a chance.
I see.
I'll be back. They won't let me enter. So, who do I know round here who's uglier than me, stupider than me, and more willing to make a complete arse of himself? There's got to be someone around here I know like that. Someone who'll do anything I tell him to, even if it means embarrassment, demoralisation, and self-inflicted harm. Think, Hector, think. Oh, it'll come to me, I'm sure. I'd best be off.
Alright. So we've got to convince Lambert to be ugly. And I don't know how we're gonna do this. It's like we're missing quite a bit of things. Let's talk to Lambert, or use this stuff on Lambert first.
All those things together, not bloody lightly. Now you're just being stupid.
I guess we just talked to Lambert.
Hey, Lambert, you're ugly, right?
Not unless Philomena's been lying to me.
How would you like to use your powers for good instead of just frightening small children? I need to get up on stage to warn the public, but I'm not ugly enough.
Oh, boss, I'd like to help, but Meeks needs me here at the booth. We're doing a waterboarding demo in a few minutes.
Let me remind you of something, Lambert. You and me, we're partners. And that means I own you. Just to wrap that out, I'm putting you in my inventory. Now, when I tell you to do something, whether it's for the good of the town or merely for my own amusement, you do it. You got that?
Sure, partner.
Good.
Hey, since we're partners, can I put you in my inventory?
Piss off, Stretch. I'll snap when I need you.
So it's still very weird that he just puts characters in his inventory and they don't leave the screen. It's also weird that he knows he has an inventory.
Nah, can't be asked.
And like these two together.
What are you, an idiot?
And this.
I can't combine those things.
And things have changed over here again.
Bellamy Barber, bringing a thin slice of hope to your otherwise vacant lives. Hey, stranger, you've been looking for a great contest? Feeling lucky? Care to take a stab?
My luck's all out right now. I'm thinking really hard about the stab, though.
Let's see what Bellamy Barber's got to do.
Cheddar's got nothing on him.
He's covered in gold. Let's start with this one.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to move your illegally parked skip.
A joker. I can see that, mate. I can see that. Illegally parked skip. You're talking about a classic British automobile. They don't make them like this anymore, I tell you. Almost sad to part with it.
How many miles to the clock?
How many miles on the clock? It's kind of hard to see the dash.
Don't fret. This vehicle is in guaranteed tip-top condition right out of the showroom this morning.
How do you explain the 5-year rust build-up on the rear wing, then?
Rust? oh, that. That's just, bean sauce.
Does it come with a full service history and extended warranty?
No, but it comes with a full measure of step into my car, honey. You're coming home with me.
What about breakdown cover?
This thing is made in England. You won't be needing that.
Your voice hurts my ears.
Not half as much as it'll hurt to lose the opportunity to win this car.
Nice segue. You could work for Clap FM.
I do. Drive time.
What am I gonna do with a car?
Can I take it for a test spin?
Only if you win it, which is very doubtful.
It's apparent you won't shut up until I ask. What's the contest?
All right. It's apparent you won't shut up until I ask. What's the contest?
I'm so glad you asked. This exceptional British-made, British classic is filled to the brim with a British breakfast standard. All you need to do is tell me this. How many baked beans did we cram into this 1965 vintage beanie?
Really?
Hang on. You mean this rust bucket is full of baked beans?
Yep. Chockers to the absolute hilt. The question is, how many?
If it were how many beans I could cram it to be gob, I could get behind a contest like that.
And what do I win?
What do I win?
By the beanie, of course.
But who the hell would want to win a car full of baked beans?
Who wouldn't, you mean?
So, how long did it take you to count them all?
Me? I didn't count them. I have a life. Besides, I wasn't trusted with that information, not after I accidentally raffled St. Martha's Church at their recent fundraiser.
What, the old church?
Yep, the parishioners were mighty peeved when they turned it into a gentleman's club.
Ah, well, if it's any consolation, they got their divine retribution in the end.
So where's the answer?
So where's the answer then?
All I know is, somewhere out there there's a gold envelope. That golden envelope has a number inside, and when that envelope crosses my palm, I shall open it and publicly declare in my unrivaled dynamic style, the number of beans.
When's that golden envelope guy supposed to show up?
I don't know, but soon, I hope. I prefer to shift this beast before the sun gets too high, if you get me.
Do I stand much chance of winning this beanmobile?
All who enter have a fighting chance. But no, not likely.
So I have gold. If I could get an envelope, write a number in it, and then hand that envelope to him and paint it gold, then I could scam my way into winning.
So what does it cost to enter this scam?
It's absolutely free of charge.
Now you're speaking my language.
Would you care to hazard a guess? Come on, it's not like I'm asking you to donate a lung.
Normally I don't get suckered into gimmicks like this, but all your swanky talk has me convinced my losing streak is over.
So let's make a guess.
Okay, I'll make a guess.
Fire away.
Let's see. We'll go with 420.
420.
And then a giggle that
That's not
wasn't
today by
voiced.
far. Take a glance over there at what you could have won.
Examine Lambert. Use him on this.
All those things together, not bloody lightly.
Let's go ahead and try him in this.
Now you're just being stupid.
Nah, I thought that would be funny.
What exactly is FOD anyway? Is FOD, yes? You sound like you're not sure either.
Let's double check.
What exactly is FOD anyway?
So
Is
no
FOD,
conversation there.
yes? You sound like you're not sure either.
So back to the police booth. And trifold display. Doesn't look like anything. I think I saw an envelope in the other area. Let's use Lambert on the tiny human.
Nah, can't be asked.
Let's use Lambert on Trampy Chin.
What are you, an idiot?
Is there anything different here?
Hand grenades. I keep thinking it's gonna be better in here each time, and it never is.
Let's try Lambert with the beer keg.
Those things.
Lambert with the little keg.
All those things together, not bloody lightly.
Let's see. This with Lambert.
Now you're just being stupid.
This with this.
Nah, can't be asked.
This with this.
What are you, an idiot?
This with the keg
I
mugs.
can't combine those things.
This with the mugs.
All those things together.
Nope, none of those things worked.
Why would I ever want to leave? Why would...
Did we try the Union
Now
flag?
you're just being stupid.
Back to the info booth we go. So we take the envelope.
Good day, handsome. Would you like to make a donation to the Clappers Wreake Preservation Society?
I'd rather think not, madam.
Oh, sir, please.
My dear lady, if I donate any more money to this organisation, I will have to insist that they name a street after me. Or at the very least, a block of toilets.
Let's see, I guess I'm gonna have to take the envelope by
Good day, handsome.
saying
Would you
yes, I
like to
am
make
gonna
a
donate.
donation to the Clappers Wreake Preservation Society?
I'd love to, madam.
Oh, you'll not be sorry, Sonny. Your money goes towards the continued heritage.
Yeah. Spare me the leaflet.
Would you like to donate coins, a check, or debit card?
Check.
A check?
Oh, lovely. Here's an envelope. Make
So-
the check out to the Preservation Society and drop it back here anytime, dearie.
I imagine coins or debit card wouldn't work.
I can see my golden glowing face in this envelope. Sadly, I can't see anything else in it. It's empty. I can see my... Sadly, I can't...
Can I get the number 1 off this guy?
For you, give up. A symmetrical face like yours could never achieve what I have in Gurnin world.
I don't know whether to be insulted or relieved.
Let's see. I was trying to talk to him.
I would expect that sort of misconception from
Man, I'm
lovely
just
woman.
skipping
It takes
conversations here. Sorry about skipping conversations.
training, blood and sweat and tears.
Well, I can certainly agree with the tears. I'm welling up just looking at you.
Your fear gives me power.
I was probably gonna hold off on saying this, but this game has got me sitting here kind of bored and yawning in between a lot of conversations. There's so much talking going on here that I'm just like, I can read the dialogue before and that's about it.
I can see my golden... Sadly, I can't...
Can we get this guy to paint inside of it?
Can't be asked.
Can I put this in this?
What are you, an idiot?
Can I do this with this?
I can't combine those things.
So how do I get a number in this?
Well, those things together.
Union flag with Meeks.
Now you're just being stupid.
Lambert with Meeks.
Nah, can't be asked.
Lambert with the murderer.
What are you, an idiot?
Yeah, I'm still just not certain what I was supposed to do with Lambert. It seems like there might be a little bit more to this, but there may actually not be. And I wouldn't be surprised if this all ends up turning into just a joke and everybody actually just dies at the end.
I can't combine those things.
We'll try Lambert with her and see what happens.
We need this to get on stage. Just shut up and let me do the talking.
I don't know how Philomena will take it if I go home looking like that.
To be perfectly honest, Lambert, I would be very much surprised if it was any more of a disappointment to her than your regular appearance. Good day, madam. I would like to enter this gentleman into strictly come gurning.
Him, he's as lovely as the moon on a still lake. He's a cherry blossom, a cherub.
Enough, Bernard. I've handled this.
May we go up on stage now?
Now hold on, Sonny. First of all, it's contestants only, so he'd be going up on stage, not you. And second, your entry. Sorry, what's your name, Sonny?
Please direct all questions to me. I'm his agent, promoter, and translator, and I demand to be allowed on stage with him.
In that case, you'd need to be up there with him. However, if I may say so, your entry...
Yevgeny Kalashnikov from Smegmavia.
Yevgeny doesn't exactly conform to the standards of Strictly Come Gurning.
How so?
Well, dearie, while we can all see he's below average in looks, he isn't so far below as to skew the margin of error.
Not ugly enough, check.
Plus, he'd need a breathin.
What a chuff is a braffin?
You want a gun, yet you don't know braffin. Ho, ho, ho. Look, me neck is black ring like horse collar.
Right. So he's not allowed on stage without a hideously deformed face and a black ring round his neck.
That's right, pet. The more hideous, the better.
Like John Prescott after he's had his face pummeled with a billiard ball in a sock.
Perfect.
Got it. Beat it, Yevgeny. That's you, Lambert.
Oh, I was wondering who you kept talking about.
So all we really did there was confirm what we kind of already knew, and that didn't really help with anything at all. Well, we've gone another 30 minutes. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.